Hi guys, I wanted to talk through your movie analysis paper a little bit for you. First of all, on Blackboard under course information, you will find the team assignment signups. This is the same place you can sign up for your movie analysis, which is over here to the right. Movie analysis, you'll see the name of everybody in the class, and you can say which movie or TV shows you're going to use for your analysis right there and claim them. Then under upcoming assignments, you will see the movie analysis. This video, when I'm done, will be posted here, but there is a link to the directions as well as the place to turn them in. So I'm going to go ahead and open the instructions for you so we can talk about it a little bit. So you should pick a movie or several TV shows to add up to the length of the movie that you can analyze through an organizational behavior lens. So something in the movie should be related to organizations. So it might be a movie about work, it might be a movie about teams, and you'll see there are some suggested movies here: 12 Angry Men, Office Space, Remember the Titans, Erin Brockovich, Chicken Run, Mighty Ducks, Devil Wears Prada, Italian Job. Not all of those are movies about businesses or companies, but they're all about either organizations or teams or decision making and group dynamics. All of them can be related to organizational behavior topics. It also mentions in there that you can use several episodes of The Office or several episodes of Parks and Rec to encompass the length of a movie if you'd rather do that. Whatever resource you decide to use, you should make sure that if it's not on this list, you've cleared it with me, and that it's available somewhere. So I have access to Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. So if the TV shows or movie is on there, you're good. If it's not, you can still ask me. If it's a movie that I've seen, I might let you use it anyway. But I'm probably not going to let you use something that I've never seen that I cannot easily watch. Because I want to make sure that your analysis is accurate. So it needs to be something that I'm somewhat familiar with. So you should probably pick a movie that you've seen before or that you have access to watch if you haven't seen one of these movies and you want to pick it. Even if you've seen it before, I would recommend rewatching it before you write your analysis. And you are going to show both recognition and analysis. So in that movie, you want to identify as many OB concepts as you can. Leadership, teamwork, communication, decision-making, perception, diversity, power and influence, conflict and negotiation. Anything that we've talked about this semester is fair game to apply to it. But not only should you show me that you can recognize those things, I want to see a little bit deeper than that. Some analysis in there, some application of some of the concepts that we've learned about. So, if you pick a movie that has some sort of performance management scene in it and it's going really poorly, I'd like to see you make suggestions. Well, based on what we know about how feedback can be helpful, or based on how performance management systems should be designed, they should have done X, Y, and Z instead of doing this. If you have a movie that shows motivational issues, apply some theories of motivation of how it could have been better handled. If you have a movie that shows abusive leadership, talk about some leadership theories that would suggest that they should handle things in a different way. I want to see you not only recognizing the concepts, but being able to apply the theories and research that we've read about, the information in your textbook, to come up with solutions to some of the problems that are presented in the movie, whatever it is that you chose. Okay, so you'll see here, recognition and analysis. Come up with a potential solution. If you're saying, this person is high in agreeableness, tell me why. What is the evidence that you have? And is that a good thing or a bad thing? Or maybe it's neither. Support your assertions with details from the movie and support your recommendations with details from your textbook and cite them. Or from other research. If you want to pull in other organizational behavior research, you certainly can, but using your textbook is enough. But I'm going to be expecting to see stuff from multiple chapters in your textbook. Don't just analyze leadership and consider yourself done. This paper and this project is supposed to show what you've learned over the course of the semester so that you can integrate and synthesize some of the information from multiple chapters and multiple topics. Okay? You do want to make sure that it is well written, concise, and clear. In business writing, we really admire and emphasize concise writing. So if you can say it in 4 words, don't say it in 8. If you can say it with a 2-syllable word, don't pick a 6-syllable word, okay? You want it to be clear, precise, concise, not very flowery or flowy or descriptive. You need description in there, but if you can write it in a 2-page paper, don't write it in an 8-page paper. That's kind of what we go for in business. Use, standard format, 1-inch margins, double space, 12-point, Times New Roman font. 2 pages is probably not enough. You don't have to hit a certain length. Like I said, if you're very concise and you can get it in a few pages, that's fine. But 2 pages is probably not going to show enough application of the many concepts from this semester. And look at a full-length movie. So you want to get at that as much as possible. Cite your textbook. Because I assume you're going to be using your textbook primarily. If you use any other sources, make sure you cite them as well. And then here are some potential topics that you could apply that we talked about this semester. Other things are fair game as well, but this is just some stuff to be looking for. There is a rubric here for you. Did you follow directions or not? Was your paper well written? Did you recognize a lot of concepts, and then did you analyze a lot of issues, or did you mostly just recognize stuff and there's no analysis? Okay, that's going to hurt your grade. The other thing to keep in mind, this is a summative paper. This is supposed to show what you have learned over the course of the semester. So this paper is worth a hefty chunk of your grade, but in addition to that, you can earn up to 2 percentage points on your final grade in addition to what this paper is worth. So, if you haven't done as well on the test as you'd like, but you can show me through this paper, I really do understand this stuff, then you can get a few points back, even if you don't have a perfect paper. Your score on the paper might not be 100 if it's not, if you're missing stuff or it's very poorly written or something like that. But you might still earn those 2 bonus points if you've integrated a lot of information and show me that you do understand what's going on in this class and that you can tie these concepts together and come up with suggestions for improving organizations or organizational behavior. That's kind of the point of this, is for you to be able to tie everything together and analyze a situation. And in this case, our situation just happens to be a movie or some TV shows, just to make it a little more interesting. If you have questions about it, please email me and we can talk about it in class. But for the most part, that's what I'm going to be looking for. Do a solid job on this. Use your knowledge from throughout the semester to apply to this. And if you do a good job with that, you'll get a few bonus points.